more for you, you feel it. You know it. This is your life, and it's time to go from contender to champion. This is the show. John Madsen.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. I'm your host, John Madsen. Super excited to be here with you today. I cannot believe that 2019 is almost coming to a close. Unreal to me that we are in the thick of the holiday season, and that means that January 1 is right around the corner, 2020. What a big year that's going to be, and hopefully is going to be for you. Now, today I want to talk about something that you know is something that you've heard over and over again. It's something that you probably truly believe, but yet the belief in it sometimes isn't congruent with your actions. And here's the belief. You reap what you sow. Obviously, that was said in the Bible. Obviously, you've heard that saying multiple times. You may have even said it to one of your kids, or if you're a teacher, one of your students, if you're a coach, one of your athletes. Maybe you've said it to yourself. Maybe you've never really said it, but you've read it multiple times. Because on some level, you know that you must plant the seed in order for the crop to grow. You reap what you sow. The farmers knew that. And the one thing that they also knew is that they couldn't plant a seed and have it grow into a crop overnight. But yet, I want you to take inventory on where and why you think you're so special that because you plant one seed and expect it not to grow overnight, you come to false conclusions. False conclusions may include, I'm simply not worthy of achieving X. I tried, but I didn't succeed. I tried and I quit. I planted the seed, but the crop didn't grow. I put in effort, but when I look in the mirror, I still look average. I took this magic pill, this fat burner, because on the internet I was scrolling and some ad said that I didn't need to exercise, but if I took this pill, I would slash body fat because of all these sciencey stuff that made it seem like it was really legit. They even had a celebrity endorsing this fat burner, and that was the reason the celebrity looks so good when she's on the beach. I don't blame you because the messages are so messed up. They're fucked up right now. I can scroll down on Facebook and see everybody trying to market their silly asses off to get somebody to buy from them. And it's hard because what gets lost is a lot of these times they could even be good people with good intentions, but they're competing with their product or service amongst millions of people. And so their claims have to get greater and greater and greater, they think, in order to reach you or me, the end consumer. Finally, I see a shift though. I see a shift where people are sick and tired of the bullshit. They've seen the scams. They've seen the gimmicks. They just want the real shit. They're getting to the point where they're like, you know what, John? I don't give a fuck if it's hard. I'll do it. I just want the truth. And I know this is true because so many of you, so many of my listeners have listened to my show and you've reached out with that message. John, I want to work with you because you just cut out the bullshit. You say it's going to be hard. I don't care if it's hard. I just need to know what to do. Because they've been burned by so many supplement scams, by so many quick fix problems to their fitness or whatever problem that they're experiencing. They're ready to truly transform. They just don't know how. But with all that conditioning, it goes back to the topic that we're talking about today. You will reap what you sow. If you don't sow shit, you will not reap shit. Understood? You can't not plant a seed and expect a crop to grow. Or you can't plant an acorn and expect that a maple tree is going to bloom. The laws of the universe simply don't work like that. So when I wanted to talk about this today with the feeling that is out there, 2020 is happening because every new year is a new opportunity, right? To reflect if we use it as such. Some people get excited to go out on New Year's Eve and dance and party because it's a new year and make intentions and maybe write down a goal, but then there's no action to back it up. That's like going to the farm, digging a hole and not putting any seed in and expecting something to come out of that ground. But for most of you listening to this show, you're not on that level. You're not on that level. But the problem that keeps showing up is that when Memorial Day hits and we're heading into the end of May and it's summer season and the barbecues start happening and the pool parties start happening and you're taking vacations to the beach and it's warm and it's hot, that's when you realize, when you take your shirt off and you think, damn, I need to do something. I have 4 weeks before a vacation. My man, it's too fucking late. It's too late. Which is the whole point of this podcast. There's no better time than to start something if you want an outcome than now, right? The best time to plant a tree was yesterday. The next best time is today. But yet we get into this season and it's always something, right? We get into this season and it's holiday season and it's just like, you know what? I'm going to turn my life around in 2020. That's what the majority of people are thinking. I'm just going to wait the next 4 weeks. It's going to get crazy. There's a lot of parties. There's a lot of shit I got to do. I got to buy Christmas gifts and I got to do this and I got to do that. But January 1st, God damn it, I'm going to hit my goals this year. This is the year. And so they come out on fire and you know the rest. You know the rest of the story. They go super hard for 3 weeks, 4 weeks, maybe 5 weeks. Maybe 7 weeks. By some miracle, maybe they last 9 or 10 weeks. But then something throws them off. Something comes up into their life, job, career, family, something, and throws them completely off, and all the progress, all the seed that has been planted no longer gets watered. And eventually it dies and it no longer exists. So where people can lose the same 20 pounds over and over and over again. Losing weight for many people isn't that hard. If you look into their history, most people who struggle have lost 20 pounds before or have lost 30 or 40 or maybe even 50 pounds before. But what happens is sometimes they quit. Not sometimes, most of the time. And my audience is not the person who just needs to get out of the couch. That person isn't listening to this show. My audience is the person who's driving in their car right now or at the gym right now, and they're consumed by this desire or this thought that they might possibly be able to become more. They might be able to take it to the next level. But for some reason, seemingly out of their control, which kind of is because it's really programmed at the unconscious level, they cannot go all the way. They can get to good. They can go from average to good, but they have no idea how to go from good to great. Good to great, like we discussed, requires an exponential level of commitment. It's not the same level that you have to have going from average to good. That shit's easy. Or terrible to average, even easier. Good to great is exponential. That shit is the stuff you got to do on a day-to-day basis that most people, that the 99% of people out there aren't going to do. But this theme that we're talking about today, you reap what you sow. If you want to look like a fucking savage at the beach in May or June or July or at that 4th of July barbecue that you have every year, then you cannot think that you're going to achieve it by doing some 28-day program or cleanse or 7-day this or that and wait all the way until May. You see, the people that have what you want continue to plant the seeds, the exact seeds with intention, and as they grow, they get watered, they get sun, they get whatever the fuck they need to blossom into what that person intends them on becoming. Because there has to be the power of intention behind it. You're not going to randomly just do a bunch of shit and end up where you want to end up. Intentional. And it starts now. Because it makes no logical sense to wait until everything lines up perfectly in your life. Because every single month it's something. Every single month there's another holiday, there's another birthday, there's another anniversary, there's another vacation. And every single month you can justify waiting another day, waiting another week, waiting another month. So my challenge to you as I was sitting here thinking about the topic of today's show is to keep this in mind. If you reap what you sow, start sowing today. When it comes to your fitness, today is the day. Today's the day, not tomorrow, today. If you're like, I don't even have a gym membership, I got to get a gym membership. I don't have anything to do right now. Go do 100 push-ups right now to solidify the commitment that you're in right now. You're not fucking waiting anymore. And stop thinking that because you do 100 push-ups today that you're going to sprout muscles tomorrow. This shit takes time. The one objective that I get my coaching clients to, if you are a male, is 10% body fat. That is taking all the feelings about how great my program is or how good someone feels on it or how many pant sizes they hypothetically lost. I don't give a shit. All that is good. But the people that come through my program, I'm going to shred them all the way down to 10% body fat so they look movie star shredded. After that, I take that body, and if they're like, damn, I don't have a lot of muscle on this frame at 10% body fat, then we fucking build muscle over time. And we keep on improving the sculpture of you. But because you do 100 push-ups today or get on the treadmill for 30 minutes today, doesn't mean shit for tomorrow. All it means is that you're committed today and you did what you were supposed to do and you're committing to the process. Because the results that you're going to see when the summer comes are going to be the work that you put in 6 months ago, a year ago, in my case, a decade ago, and continue to put on a day-to-day basis. And that's why I love the congruency of fitness and business, fitness and finance, fitness and money. Because we see the same shit. No matter what business you start or what idea you have or whatever you're doing today, you're not going to get, there's a lag time. There's a lag time between the seed being planted and you enjoying the crop. It doesn't happen today and then tomorrow. If you're in sales, it's all the initial calls and the resistance overcome 4 months ago, 6 months ago. And then it's all the watering of the follow-up through this pipeline. And then all of a sudden you can have an explosive month, but it's not because of what you did today. If you're looking at the results tomorrow, if you're looking at today's results, it's all the shit you've done for a year, maybe 2 years. Maybe you've had a deal in the works for 10 years. Maybe it's 4 months. Maybe it's not that long. But the point is, you can't expect results overnight. You can expect results, though, if you plant the right shit. So expecting results is fine. Expecting them overnight and getting pissed off when they don't happen, that's on you. Because if you're going to win this game, if you're going to win the fucking fitness game, or you're going to win the fucking profit game, you got to be committed. You're going to have to have 100% commitment to your process. And you got to have 100% commitment to improvement. And if you put in the work day after day after day after day, you're not going to be that guy who next summer wishes they would have put in the fucking work in November and December of 2019. You're going to be the guy who's proud as fuck of the work that you did over the last 6 months. So all your friends think, holy fuck, I got to be like that. And then you're like, awesome. Start today. Start today so a year from now, you can enjoy the results that I just got. And then you never quit. The success equation isn't that complicated. It's not calculus. It's not some algorithm that only the super lucky or super rich know about. It's literally very, very simple. You have intention, you put in the work, and you consistently, relentlessly pursue excellence and improve every day. And when you do enjoy the result that you've been working so hard to get, you'll understand that that result is a result of all the work that you put in to get you to that level. My advice to you today is simple. If you want improvement in any area, if you want improvement in fitness or your finance or your relationship, you've got to start putting in work today. Right now. If there's something you want, the work starts now. Stop putting it off. And then relentlessly pursue excellence and watch what happens.
Thank you so much for joining us for another amazing episode of The Show with John Madsen. The greatest compliment that you could give us is liking, loving, and sharing this episode with all of your friends. So please go to iTunes, leave us a 5-star rating and review, and then share it online with everyone that you know. Make sure to tag John as well. He loves to hear from listeners of the show. The links for all of his socials and iTunes are in the show notes. Also, if you'd like to engage John for anything related to his coaching, consulting, or programs, please visit johnmadsen.com for everything you'd need to know on how to engage with John offline. And lastly, thank you for your time, your attention, and your consideration. This is The Show.